We have breaking news out of the Colorado Rockies where GM Aussie has traded former Cy Young winner Jack Flaherty to the Nationals, retaining half of his $18 million salary. Now for more, we cross live to local sportscaster Randy Rivers. And Randy, it's nice to see you again, but how have the fans reacted? Yeah, thanks, man. Look, there's just not as much work as a local sportscaster as there used to be. But as for the fans, they're not happy either, and interest has dropped significantly, with leaving many wondering if it's time to send this Aussie home. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 6, Episode 4 here at the Colorado Rockies, and today we're going to be playing the San Diego Padres. I believe they are top of the NL West. I'm also going to have the first year player draft, but the big news since last episode is I have traded away Jack Flaherty. He's gone off to the Nationals. We had to keep half of his salary. Now the reason I've done this, let me try and explain myself. We already knew that his pitching ratings here had dropped off significantly from last season. Now, I don't think he was necessarily doing bad this year, though there was certainly an extra run onto his ERA. There was a bit of an upping of the whip as well. He was giving up more home runs. He was walking more. He was striking out roughly the same. His ERA plus was a little bit worse. His WAR, well, it was early days, but his WAR wasn't too bad. But basically, he's not going to get any better at this point. He's 29. He's only going to get worse. So I thought it's maybe best to get rid of him now while we can still get something and only have to retain half the salary, rather than get stuck with an $18 million pitcher for the next, he's a free agent. He's got 5 more years left. So this hasn't worked out. Hopefully, it's going to be okay. Now, what we've got in return is this guy, Jordan Blazovich. Now, he came in as a reliever. I've changed him over to a starter. Now, what is good about him is that he's on minimum wage, which is good. He's a ground ball pitcher, which obviously helps us at our stadium. And his ratings are across the board, for the most part, that little bit better. So I'm hoping that he's going to work out for us and that we're sort of paying $10 million for this starter, essentially, rather than 18 for Flaherty. So that's what I've done. Will it work out? Time will tell. Hopefully it will. But Jordan Blazovich has come in, and he is now in our starting rotation. Now, other things to update you on. There has been a little bit. We have had another injury. The injury bug has bitten again. Junior Fernandez, 2 months with elbow inflammation. Now, we know Junior he looks incredible, and we won't get rid of him because he looks incredible, but he does flatter to deceive sometimes. So he's had maybe not the best season he's ever had. So maybe the 2 months out will do him good. Time will tell on that front. But yeah, we're without him for 2 months. And we've also made some other changes in the bullpen. Now, the person that has dropped out, I should say, is Edwin Kalina. Now, his ERA was pushing 8. That obviously isn't good enough when we're in sort of June. So we sent him down to AAA as well to try and just refine some form. Now, the two that have come up, obviously, for Kalina and the injured Fernandez. So Durbin Feltman comes in. He is sort of the Fernandez replacement. We can see, last year when we called him up, he didn't do great, but he has been doing well in AAA this year. So he comes in, and hopefully he'll be better for the experience of last season and do a good job. And the person coming into the middle relief is the person that we traded for last season to get... Who did we get rid of? Was it Otani, I think, actually? So he's on $7.5 million. He was down in AAA, and he was doing quite well, albeit he doesn't have a positive WAR, but his whip's kind of high as well. I'm seeing all the problems with him now. But anyway, we'll see. We'll just see how he goes. We can always send him back down if it doesn't work out. But we're paying him $7.5 million. We might as well try and get something for that. So that is everything caught up with off the field. If you're going to have a look on the field, and as you can see here with the standings, we're 6.5 games back. We've played again, almost like last episode, dead on 500 since we left. If we go and have a look at where we left off here, so we had a series against the Mets We got absolutely smashed in game 1 here, but then we did come back. We won 2 and then narrowly lost game 4 to draw the series. We played the Marlins again. We lost game 1, which was really disappointing, but we did smash them in game 2. We snuck by them in game 3. In game 2 here, we did have a grand slam, a Drew Bowser grand slam in the 9th. Game was already pretty much won by then, but it certainly, made it... well, they weren't coming back from that, were they? Then we played the Brewers. We went to Milwaukee. We won game 1 of this one. And in game 1, we had a very good day at the plate for our catcher, Vazquez, who went 5 for 5 with 3 RBIs. So that's obviously very good to see from him. And a good win on that day as well. Only 3 hits given up by a pitching staff too. It was the youngster Spencer Jones that did most of the good work there. And Kudros came in, gave up a run. 2 hits, but Jones was absolutely brilliant. We did lose the next 2 in the series, though, to drop that, which was good. Which wasn't good, it was bad, I should say. But what am I trying to read here? In game 3 here, it was just a terrible first innings. Outside of that, 5 hits, 1 run. Well, in total 5 hits, but 1 run after that. Yeah, just a bad first innings. It was Emerson Hancock that did it, and yeah, just paid the price for a bad first in that one. Then we went to LA. We lost game 1. We lost game 2. We did manage to win game 3, so there was something in that. We went and played the Twins. We hosted them. We lost game 1, won game 2, and game 3 as well. So that was good. We won that series. Brings us to this current series against the Padres at home. So we would like to have swept them, but that's not going to happen. In game 1 here, this was Blazosovic's first start. I'm going to have to get used to that name now, aren't I? Did quite well. 1 run off 4 hits in 6 innings, so that was good. Kalina actually did okay in this game, but I think if we go to the next game, we'll see that's where he let himself down. 8 runs in the 8th and 9th innings in this one, and we threw it away. It would have been a wonderful win if we could have got that one. And yeah, this is where Kalina kind of lost his battle with being dropped. So he gave up 4 runs off just 2 hits, mind you. But anyway, that was the final straw for him. That was, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Quick look at the expanded standings, and we can see, in terms of the wild card, we're only 3 games out of it. I mean, if we're chugging along at 300, and that's us 300 at 500, I should say, that's not bad. We just need to have that month or 2 that can really push us on. In terms of leading the league in things, Sigilio and the youngster Tamar Johnson doing wonderful things. You can see Sigilio's batting average has dropped away. We're going to have a quick look at more depth at this, but look at Tamar Johnson, 31 stolen bases, more than double the next best. He's a thief, and we love it. Batting WAR, Johnson is right up there. In terms of pitchers, Spencer Jones is up there in the count of that. But that is pretty much it. Quick look at the pitching stats for the current active roster. We can see everybody there. There has been quite a few changes in and out, but generally speaking, slightly disappointing. Yeah, but there we go. You can see the likes of Tice is bringing his ERA down, as is Alcala, so that's good because they've been mainstays for us. And De Jesus is having a good year in the bullpen as well. Quick look at the batting numbers, and batting has never been a problem for us. You can see Tamar Johnson and Vazquez are going to miss today's game. They need a rest. But otherwise, yeah, just really, really good. Jimmy Herron is refinding some form. Bo Bichette has gone back to struggling a little bit, but I'm sure he'll come good for us at some point. On-base percentage for Bo is the problem, really, isn't it? He's not getting on base when he's not hitting, so that's big disappointment as well. All right, so we have a first-year player draft. We're going to have a decent pick because we were terrible last year. Let's have a look at it. All right, so we can see the draft pool here. I think we go 12th, so let's not get excited. Let's just go through till we actually get the pick and then see what is left for us. There's a center fielder there, Drew Jones, that is almost ready to go. I tell you what, I'm actually wondering if maybe that's what we want to do. There's a starting pitcher here who could be decent. Let's see what the head scout says. He says Drew Jones as well. I think we do that. Because he can come in and play tomorrow, which is brilliant. Scouting. Okay, so we'll go again with the scouting director recommendation. He says Jordan Jara, who is another... How many center fielders do we need, mate? We're not that desperate for him. I think... what's his stamina like? Not good. Not good. He's durable. He might come off. It's extremely hard to sign. Maybe not. What's this guy like? Yeah, okay. This guy might be more to our liking. So let's go with Dusty Eckhart. Please. There we go. We'll draft him. And we'll go again. We'll just do the first few rounds because otherwise you end up fighting over scraps. Chris Swertschinger is who he says next. Catcher. Now, we do have Matt Keach coming through the ranks. I don't necessarily think we need a catcher. But there's not really too much else, is there? So maybe we just go with him on that one. And, yeah, let's see. Do we have any Australians in the draft this year? We do. I mean, he's not great, if we're being completely honest with ourselves. So maybe he's from Sydney, though, which, of course, is my old stomping ground. But let's maybe not do that. I'll draft him one of the later rounds. He will be joining us, just not right now. Andy Castor, another starting pitcher. I tell you what, there's not much in the draft this year, is there? We might just do one more round and see what comes up because it's just not. It doesn't look a particularly strong year, does it? Leon Lira, another starting pitcher. Yeah. I think we might call it there, guys. There's really not too much else going on. One other thing to update you on is the All-Star voting. And we do have a few players that are up there. So Christian Vasquez, second amongst catchers. Evan White is first amongst first basemen. If we keep going down, shortstops, Tamar Johnson is third in the voting there. Left field, we have Andy Sigilio second. Center field, we have nobody. We don't have anybody in right field. Pitchers, we don't usually have too many, so no, we don't. So we've got a few in there, which is good to see. But let's go and have a look at these lineups for the game, a big game against top of the division Padres. All right, so these matchups don't actually look too bad. So it's going to be Bo Bichette leading us off for this one at second base. Drew Bowser at shortstop bats second. It is Evan White at first batting third. Andy Sigilio cleans up in left field. Verheyo drops. He bats 5 at third base. Jimmy Herron in right field bats 6. It is Alcantara in center field batting 8. Ryan Jeffers is the catcher for this one. He bats 8. No, Alcantara 7. You can see what's going on, even if I can't say it. Emerson Hancock is the pitcher today for us. He bats 9. And we're up against, for them, Jose Uquardi. ERA this season of 3.68, which is annoyingly good. Whip of 1, just under 150. ERA plus of 1.17, a positive WAR of 1.4, so he's probably a bit above average, though he does have low movement. We are in Denver. Let's see if we can get onto him. All right, let's get this show on the road. Hancock to face Rosario first up for them. He's batting .231 this year. Hancock, to be honest, is almost our number one starter right now, which is... yeah, maybe not ideal given it's his first full year in the majors and his ERA is over 5, but he's not doing too badly for us. That's been popped up. Should be Bowser there at shortstop that makes the play, and that is out number 1. It brings Josh Naylor to the plate for them, batting .304 this season. A first pitch swing from him. Naylor to first base. Evan White with an easy play, and that is 2 away. And it brings Tatis Jr. up now, batting .348. That is annoyingly good. A 1-2 pitch. And Hancock sits him back down. Go on, Ammo. All right, a nice quick first innings for us. We're going to have a bat. Bo Bichette to lead us off, batting .239. As I said at the start, not his best season so far. An 0-2 pitch, and he watches strike 3 go past, and that is 1 away. Drew Bowser now, batting .268, playing shortstop for us in this one. A 3-0 pitch, and Bowser draws the walk. We have a base runner. It's Evan White up next, batting .331. Another good year from Evan White. There goes Bowser. He has a stolen base. Oh, and he's going to get himself over to third as well. A golden opportunity to take the lead now. We have Bowser at third, 1 away. Evan White at the plate. Sigilio up next. Oh, and Evan White's watched strike 3 go past. So it's down to Andy Sigilio, batting .364. It's a first pitch swing. Come on, Andy. Give us a base hit, mate. Sagilio, oh, it's not going to do it. And we can't take advantage. And it is, well, 0-0 after 1. Emerson to continue to Zuniga, who is batting .265 this season. An 0-1 pitch on him. And that is another ground ball to Evan White. Hancock goes across, covers first base, 1 away. Excellent stuff. Trent Grisham now, batting .329. A 2-1 pitch on him. And that is easy for Bowser, over to first, mate. And that is 2 away. You can see Bowser is more than capable of filling out shortstop for us. Obviously, Tamar Johnson is the first choice, but as a backup in the position, absolutely no worries about playing Bowser there. Pop up, Heron makes the play. That ends the innings, and it is still scoreless as Vallejo comes in, batting .315 this season. A 2-0 pitch, and Vallejo gets it up the middle. There's a first hit of the game, and we have a leadoff single thanks to our third baseman. Jimmy Heron comes in now, batting .233. Heron gets it into left field. We've got back-to-back hits to start off the second. 2 on, no one out. And this is where it starts to go a little bit wrong for us as Alcantara comes in, batting .224. It's an 0-2. Can you lay down? You can't lay down a bunt now, and Alcantara strikes out. And it brings Ryan Jeffers up now, batting .256 this season. Pitching slot up next. This is an important at-bat, and Jeffers pops it up. And with 2 out, it's going to be Emerson Hancock to the plate. He's batting .167. He has 1 RBI this year. You never know. Hancock. Oh, Emerson Hancock rips it through. And it is going to get a run home, is it? Yes, it is. Emerson Hancock gets himself a lead. It's an RBI single for the pitcher. It's 1-0 to the Rockies. And it's Bo Bichette to the plate. 0 for 1 today. A 1-1 pitch. Bo Bichette pops it up. And that'll end the innings, but we do take a lead. It maybe could have been a little bit better after back-to-back singles to start off the innings, but that's okay. Mayer comes up to bat. He's doing .221 this year, a 1-2 pitch. And that will be a ground ball to Bowser, over to first and 1 away. In comes Manny Machado. He's batting .236. I recognize him. He played for the Dodgers, I think, didn't he, for a while? And he gets a single up the middle for a first base hit of the game for the Padres. So runner at first with 1 out for their pitcher now. He's batting .143. It's a first pitch swing. He lays down a bunt. Is it a good one? It is not. We get the man at second. 2 away. Still with a guy at first. And it is Rosario back up to bat. 0 for 1 today. A 2-1 pitch. Rosario. Oh, it's a stunning stop. But it's going to be an infield hit. Unlucky there for Bo. 2 on, 2 out. And we start to get a little bit nervous now. Hancock to face Naylor, who's 0 for 1. It's a full count. Up the middle, is it? Is it going to score a run? Get it in, Alcantara. It is going to score a run. We're tied at 1. Runners at the corners with 2 out for Tatis. He's 0 for 1. And Emo, you need an out here, mate. He's going to get it. Is he? No, it's not. It drops in. It's an RBI single. We're 2-1 down. Still 2 on. Still 2 out. Zuniga to the plate, who's 0 for 1. A 2-1 pitch. Oh, Emo. This is not good. It's huge. And this is what he's been doing. He looks so good. And then Emerson has these innings. Suddenly he's given up 5 runs. And his ERA, this is why it's over 5. Grisham comes in. He's 0 for 1 today. It's a 1-0. Oh, and that's going to loop in as well. Alright, Crab, you might need to call this one on Emerson, I think. Owen Miller to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today. What is going on this innings? Hancock, mate. Come on, you were doing so well. You got yourself a lead. You hit an RBI, and that'll do it. And it's Gruterol coming in. His first outing as a Rocky. It's a 1-2 pitch. He ends the innings, but well, that was a disaster, wasn't it? 5 runs in the top of the third. Bowser comes in. He walked last time up. It's a 2-2 pitch this time, and that is going to be out at first. And 1 away. Evan White to the plate, who's 0 for 1. A full count on him. Evan White draws the walk. Alright, can Andy Sagilio get something going for us? He's 0 for 1 today. It's a first pitch swing. Sagilio hits into a double play. No, just 1. Little bit of luck there. And Vallejo comes in. He, of course, got the single to lead us off in the second. This time, It probably would have been a double play, and we end the third, and suddenly we're 4 runs down, and Graterol will come back out to face Manny Machado, who was 1 for 1. It's a 1-1 pitch, and that is popped up, and that is 1 away, as Vallejo makes the play at third base. Their pitcher comes up again. He's 0 for 1. Laid down, of course, a poor bunt last time. This time he grounds it to Bo, and that'll be 2 away. And it brings up Rosario for a third time. He is 1 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. Can Graterol strike him out? He can. I tell you what, he's looking all right. He's better than... who did we trade him for? What's his face? Ohtani. Herron will lead us off. He's 1 for 1 today. A first pitch swing. Jimmy Herron slaps it into right field. And it's another single for Jimmy Herron. I don't know if he's going to steal. He's not the quickest. It's Alcantara to the plate, who is 0 for 1. No, he is going to steal, and he's going to be caught, is he? No, he gets there. Jimmy Herron, nice one, son. Runner at second with no one out. Can Alcantara move him around? It's a 3-1. Alcantara draws a walk. And it's Ryan Jeffers to the plate. He is 0 for 1. A 1-2. He's now 0 for 2. Does Graterol bat? He does. His first at bat of the season. A first pitch swing. He lays down a bunt. Is it a good one? It is. Runners go to second and third. 2 away, though, and it's Bo Bichette. Bo, we need you now, mate. We need you. It's a 2-1 pitch. Bo Bichette pops it up, and his terrible season continues. And we don't get anything. And we go and pitch for the 5th innings. It's Graterol to continue to Naylor, who is 1 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. And I tell you what, we might have found ourselves something here. A third strikeout of his outing. Tatis Jr. comes in. He is 1 for 2. A 1-0. He has hit it well. Bowser's made the stop, but he can't make the play, and that is a 1-out single. And in comes Zuniga, who, of course, smacked the home run last time up. A 2-2 pitch. He's hit that one as well, and that is off the wall on the full. Alcantara gets it in, but it's not going to prevent a run, and it is an RBI double. We are now 6-1 down. And that'll do it for Graterol as Clark comes in to pitch. His ERA is over 5 this season as well. He's going to face Grisham first up. It's an 0-2. And Clark gets himself a strikeout for 2 away in the innings. It's Owen Miller now, who's 1 for 2. A 2-2 pitch. 2 out. Runner at second. And that should do it. Sergilio is under that. And that will end the innings. But not before we give up another run. We are now 6-1 down. And Drew Bowser will lead us off. And it's a first pitch swing. Drew Bowser pops it up. Oh, we don't quite look at it with the bat anymore, do we? Evan White, again, he walked last time up. It's a 3-1 pitch. Evan White, is that going to drop in? I think it is. It is. Evan White with a 1-out single. Sergilio now, 0 for 2 today. There goes Evan White. He's not quick enough, is he? Oh, he is. I tell you what, their catcher must be terrible or something, because I don't understand how we're stealing so many bases. Andy Sergilio, runner at second. Andy Sergilio gets it into the outfield. Is that going to score Evan White? It is not. But it's runners at the corners with 1 away. It's Vallejo who's 1 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. Vallejo strikes out. And it's going to come down to Jimmy Herron, who is 2 for 2. A 1-1 pitch. Jimmy Herron, no. And again, we can't get anything. We're getting base runners. We're just not, we're not making the most of them, are we? Mayer comes in to bat. He's 0 for 2. He's going to face Clark. It's an 0-1. And that should be out. Bowser over to first, and that is 1 away. Clark now to face Manny Machado, who's 1 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. There's a strikeout. Now, does their pitcher bat? You would imagine, yes, he does. He's 0 for 2 today. It's another 1-2 pitch, and it's another strikeout for Chris Clark. That'll probably do it for him, but he's had a good outing there, Clark. Much, much better. Alcantara will lead us off. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. A 1-1 pitch. Alcantara. Oh, he's going to hit a home run. Kevin Alcantara. He doesn't get many, but he's hit 389 feet over left field there, and it's 6-2. And that's a bonus. Very much a bonus. Alcantara, it's only, his 3rd home run of the season. Jeffers comes in now. He's 0 for 2 today. A 2-1 pitch for him. He has grounded at the shortstop. That'll be at 1 away. And are we going to have a pinch hitter? We are. And it's Severino, who's batting .237 this season. It's a 1-1 pitch. Severino grounds at the first, and unless there's an error, that will be 2 away. And Bo Bichette will come into bat in a slump, and 0 for 3 today. It's a 1-1 pitch. Bo Bichette grounds at the second, and I don't think he's going to beat that. And that will end the 6th. We do get a little bit closer, but we still find ourselves in some serious trouble. De Jesus comes into pitch. He's going to face Rosario, who's 1 for 3. It's a 2-2. Come on, De Jesus. That is up the middle, and that's going to be a leadoff single. It brings Josh Naylor back up. He's 1 for 3 today. It's another 2-2 pitch. This time it's a strikeout. 1 away. Still with that man at first. And Tatis Jr., who is 2 for 3 at the plate. A 1-2. That's been popped up. Bo Bichette is there. Makes the play. And De Jesus is injured. So in comes Ty Tice to try and finish it off here against Zuniga, who is 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs. Can we get the runner at second? No, Jeffers cannot get him. And we have a runner at second now. A 1-2. That is there to Bo over to first, and that'll do it. I have, in recent games, actually dropped Bo from the side, and what we've done is Bowser's played shortstop, and we've had Tamar Johnson at second. I was hoping that Bo might change my mind here, but I don't know. I think it was Will that was saying, I can't remember if it was in the comments or at Discord, but every trade we've seen to make, not every trade, but a lot of the trades that we've made, they look really good on paper, and I'm genuinely excited by them, and they just don't work out. Now, Bo was decent last year, but 235 this year, that's not what we want, as Andy Sigilio gets himself another base hit. And again, we have White and Sigilio on base. Can the batters behind them drive them in now? Vallejo, who's 1 for 3. First pitch swing. Vallejo gets away from the catcher. So runners at second and third now with 1 out. Vallejo, mate, this is a great opportunity to add to your RBIs. It's a 3-0. We're going to load the bases. We are. And it's going to be Jimmy Herron with a chance to tie the game. He's 2 for 3. It's a 1-1 pitch. Jimmy Herron. Oh, he's done it! Jimmy Herron, a grand slam, and it ties the game at 6. Take a bow, Jimmy Herron. 425 feet over left field. And he's tied the game with a swing of the bat. Excellent work from Jimmy Herron. It is his 8th home run of the year. Henry comes into pitch. That is a cracking name. And Alcantara, who hit a home run last time up, he comes up to bat. 1 away, of course. Alcantara gets hit. And, well, that go-ahead run is now on board as Jeffers, who's 0 for 3, comes in. There goes Alcantara. He is going to get there. How many times have we stolen a base this game? And Jeffers now with a chance to give us a lead. And Jeffers gets it into the outfield. Can Alcantara score on that play? He's coming home. He's not going to get there. Thrown out at the plate. And it's 2 away. Tamar Johnson comes in to pinch hit. It's an 0-1. Tamar Johnson pops it up. That'll end the 7th. Oh, you really get annoyed when you get thrown out at the plate. And this happens to us quite a bit, actually, which is frustrating. Derman Feltman comes in. His first outing of the season. He's going to face Grisham, who is 1 for 3 today. He's going to walk the leadoff man, though, is he? He is. And Owen Miller comes back in, 1 for 3, to face Feltman. A 2-1. And that is going to get through. Can we keep the runner at second? We can, but 2 on, no one out. And is our bullpen going to undo our good work as quickly as we can do it? Mayer comes in now. He's 0 for 3. It's a full count. This is a massive pitch, isn't it? And, well, we just get the 1 out. Runners go to second and third. And Feltman needs a strikeout here. It's Manny Machado who's 1 for 3. It's a 2-1 pitch. And Manny Machado gets it up the middle into the center field, and that gives the Padres back the lead. Runners at the corners with just 1 out. Feltman is in danger of stuffing this up massively. In comes Mitchell, who's batting .228, a 2-2 pitch. That's popped up, and that's going to bring another run across, isn't it? There's no way that that arm is that good, and it is now 8-6 to the Padres. We hit a grand slam, Feltman. That's not how it's supposed to go. We're supposed to have the momentum. That ends the 8th. We're back to being 2 runs down. And we'll go and have another go. It's Miguel Diaz coming in to pitch for them. His ERA is over 6 this season. Bo Bichette playing for possibly his future at the Rockies. A 3-1 pitch. And Bo Bichette does get himself on base. Alright, Drew Bowser now, who's 0 for 3. Not had a great day. Drew Bowser, he's had a better day now. That's going to leave, and he'll have retied the ball game, this time down the right field line. And it's Drew Bowser with a 2-run home run. We're tied at 8, 408 feet this time over right field. And, well, we're not going down without a fight today, which is good to see. In comes Evan White, who's 1 for 2 with a couple of walks. A 2-2 pitch on him. Evan White strikes out. 1 away for Andy Sagilio, who's 2 for 4. He has a first pitch swing. Andy Sagilio absolutely crushes it against the shift. And that should be at least a double. Can he stretch it into a triple? No, he stands at second. That go-ahead run is in scoring position. It's Verheyo, who's 1 for 3 with a chance to drive it in. It's a 1-0 pitch. Verheyo, he hits it into left field. That is going to give us the lead. Sagilio will come around to score. It's an RBI double for Verheyo. We've got 3 runs in the 8th. We're 9-8 up, still with just 1 away. Verheyo's at second, and can Jimmy Herron, who was the star with the grand slam last time up, can he do it again? Oh, he's hit it well, but left field makes the play, and Verheyo will stay at second. And it's Alcantara, who's 1 for 2. Can he give us a nice little insurance run? Oh, he just might have, He's got into left field. Can we come around and score? Verheyo's going for home, and he's going to get there. And Alcantara with an RBI single. He's going to be at second now himself. They've made another pitching change. Jeffers to the plate. He's 1 for 4. And can he add to this lead? It's a full count. 2 out. Runner at second, and Jeffers strikes out. And it's going to be Saldana coming out now to close this mofo out for us. He's done a decent job so far this season when it comes to closing out games. Naylor is 1 for 4. He comes into the plate. We've done the reverse. We've done what they did to us last game with a 4-run 8th, or 4-run 7th, 4th-run 8th on this occasion, because obviously we bat last. Tatis Jr. to the plate now is 2 for 4. He's going to face Saldana. A 2-2 pitch. He's looped it in. He's looped it in. It's a single, and the tying run again comes to the plate. We're not going to do it again, are we, guys? It is Zuniga, who is 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. It's a full count. Oh, we've made the play. Herron keeps the runner at first. They're down to their final out. It's Trent Grisham, who's 1 for 3. It's a 2-1 pitch. He's got it into center field, and the go-ahead run will now come to the plate. 2 on, 2 out. Come on, Saldana. I'm all for theatre, but this is getting ridiculous. Owen Miller, who is 2 for 4. It's an 0-1 pitch. Owen Miller gets it into left field. Can we stop the run from scoring? We can. Bases loaded, 2 out. All right, come on, Saldana. This has gone on long enough. It's Mayer to the plate, who's 0 for 4. Let's keep the O. It's an 0-1 pitch. It's up the middle, and we get the out at first, and we've beaten the Padres 10-8. What a thriller that was. Well, a stunning game of baseball, wasn't it? And Jimmy Herron was the star. A grand slam to get us back into that game. And, he hasn't had his best season. Well, it's only his second season, Rookie of the Year last year. But he hasn't had a great season. A bit of sophomore syndrome going on, perhaps. But, well, if he can keep that up, he will be a star of the future. So we've beaten the Padres. And 5.5 games back of them we are now. We're still behind the Dodgers. But we're very much in this division race, aren't we? Which is very, very nice to see indeed. But guys, that'll do it for today. If you've enjoyed that, and that was a stunning game, you must have enjoyed that. Make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, of course. And we'll be back for the international free agents. That's going to be away to Kansas City. That'll mean we have designated hitters as well, won't it? Because they're American League. So that's going to be exciting. We'll update you further on the All-Star game at that point. But yeah, this is, it's a much better season than last year, isn't it? Take care.